Well, we know that the greatest rides are the ones that really push your limits, the kind that just leave you breathless, muddy, and full of stories. And Graeme got a front row seat into all of that.
Oh, my word. We know that the Absa Cape Epic, it is the mother of all endurance events. It's
true.
incredible. And for 2026, the route is not sitting down, okay? I was lucky enough to be at the epic Absa Cape Epic launch to see what Africa's ultimate test of grit, of endurance, of the human spirit has in store for the very brave contenders next year. Take a look. With the beautiful voices and that undeniable drum beat almost pushing us forward already, it's official. We're in the mother city for the launch of the Absa Cape Epic. They call it Africa's untamed mountain bike race. I'm going to call it one of the toughest courses on the planet, bar none. It's the kind of course where not only does your story matter, it could become legend. And these competitors over this grueling week are going to redefine themselves on the most personal level. Yes, it's a beautiful course, but it's also one of the most unforgiving. And tonight, all will be revealed.
The Cape Epic is not just about a trail. It's truly about transformation, teamwork, and tenacity.
Why is the Absa Cape Epic the perfect partnership?
Well, we truly believe that Absa is going to contribute to seeing people's stories because their story matters. And the Absa Cape Epic is one truly inspirational partnership that is all about transformation, diversity, and equality. It ranges from really driving more female riders in the community, driving a force for good through Quebec, where we hand out bicycles, and also partnering with all the charity organizations. There's nothing more special than this partnership because it truly does live our purpose of empowering Africa's tomorrow together, one story at a time.
Let's talk about making the circle bigger. When we talk about She Untamed, this clearly ticks a lot of passion and purpose boxes for you guys. Talk me through this initiative.
Well, we launched the hashtag She Untamed in 2019, and in that time, we almost quadrupled the amount of cyclists that have done the Cape Epic. But our true dedication is not just within professional cycling or mountain biking, it is really growing the women in cycling community.
That's amazing. But partnering with Quebec, we start to discover that tip of the spear talent. Why were they the perfect partner to drive the passion and purpose behind the Absa Cape Epic?
Well, Quebec is, a true partner that is dedicated into cycling. It's not just about handing out bicycles, but it's changing learners' lives that can walk sometimes up to 40 kilometers per day to get to school. It changes the learners' lives, it changes their families' lives, and over time, we want them to become professional riders. With Absa at the end of 2025, we would have handed out 5,900 bikes.
How have you been able to create such a magical, special relationship between Absa and the Absa Cape Epic through this journey? What makes this so special?
Jeez, I think the fact that they are willing to invest in our event, to invest in transformation, diversity. We want to build the women's sports. I mean, their She Untamed campaign is just something that's truly remarkable and something we're really proud of. Like, I think South Africa is making a massive move in the female market in sports, a marriage made in heaven, and we look forward to obviously what's to come. I've been fortunate to travel the world, see various sporting events, and this event for me is the closest to my heart. What it does for people's lives, it changes them dramatically, and it's for us to be involved in that, to be able to give back and support that, that is something that's truly special.
Letero, thank you so much for being here.
Really a pleasure.
For adding your voice to the chorus of female voices.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second, making the circle bigger. How are you feeling about how women have been positioned in the sport tonight?
It's been absolutely incredible to be part of this journey. It's been a long journey. My relationship with this particular race, the Absa Cape Epic, dates back to 2012.
Yeah.
Back then, no women of color had ever tackled the Absa Cape Epic. And that's why in 2013, I was one of the first 3 black women that took part in the event. And to date, just to see the circle get bigger, year by year, has been absolute. It's been one of the most humbling experiences of my life.
I must tell you, I was blown away by the experience this year. The way that the organisers treat the riders, the experience they create, the camaraderie, I'm getting emotional just thinking about it now. You know, the fact that there's this unbelievable spirit and vibe amongst the riders, and you're really challenging yourself to do something that very few people do, and that you wouldn't really get up on any day and say, I'm going to go try and test my limits. You know, but the Absa Cape Epic does that. And by completing it, by doing it, you learn so much about yourself. I rode it with my oldest friend, and we had the most amazing time. And every time I think about the Absa Cape Epic, I get emotional because it was a fantastic experience.
With the epic route for the Absa Cape Epic 2026 now fully revealed and this very passionate community of riders now fired up, I'm starting to see this race as way more than just a race. I think it's the ultimate test of resilience of the human spirit. And Absa are proving their commitment to our story through their journey. They are honoring the passion, the sacrifice of every one of these riders as they take on probably the odyssey of a lifetime. I don't know why I'm nervous. I'm not even riding the route. It looks insane, and yes, there are a couple of downhills. In fact, I heard that there are more downhills than uphills, but don't take that as the gospel. Absolutely amazing. The route is revealed. Stay safe out there and enjoy the countdown to 2026. We are ready for the grit, for the glory, and every epic moment to come.
I said yes!
Whatever your reason to go, you could get up to 100% off on flights. Book on our banking app. Your story matters.